The American dream was once a simple equation. Go to college, get a stable job, buy a house, and retire comfortably. It was a promise, a blueprint for success that almost everyone could follow. But today, that vision feels more like a distant memory. Rising student debt, skyrocketing home prices, and the gig economy have redefined what it means to make it in America. And for many, this raises a critical question. Is the American dream even achievable anymore? Here's the truth. The dream isn't dead, it's evolving. And if you're not paying attention to these changes, you could find yourself chasing a version of success that no longer exists. But what does this evolution mean for you? More importantly, how can you thrive in this new reality? Let's unpack it step by step. Point 1. The shift from ownership to access. 1. The traditional model of ownership. For decades, ownership was at the core of the American dream. A home was not just a place to live, it was an investment. A car wasn't just transportation, it was a symbol of independence. Owning these things meant security and status. But times have changed. The rise of a rental-based economy has shifted how we view ownership. 2. The age of access. Think about it. Instead of buying cars, people use ride-sharing apps. Instead of purchasing DVDs, they stream on Netflix. And rather than owning homes, many young people are renting longer than ever before. This new focus on access over ownership has created more flexibility, but it also comes with risks. When you rent everything, you don't build equity. And without equity, creating long-term wealth becomes harder. But this shift is only the beginning. Let's explore how wealth itself is being redefined in the digital age. Point 2. The rise of digital wealth. 1. A new frontier for wealth building. In the past, wealth was tangible. Land, property, and physical assets formed the foundation of financial success. Today, wealth exists in the digital space. Cryptocurrencies, stocks, and even NFTs are reshaping what it means to invest. For example, Bitcoin and Ethereum have made some investors overnight millionaires. Platforms like Robinhood have made investing more accessible than ever. But here's the catch. This new digital frontier is volatile. 2. Risks and rewards. The opportunities are massive, but so are the risks. One bad trade, one unwise investment, and you could lose everything. Education is crucial. If you don't understand the systems driving digital wealth, you might end up chasing trends instead of building a stable future. The digital economy isn't the only thing that's reshaping the dream. Let's talk about something even more fundamental, how we define success itself. Point 3. Redefining success. 1. Moving beyond material wealth. Success is no longer just about the size of your bank account. For millennials and Gen Z, it's about freedom, purpose, and legacy. It's about having the ability to live life on your terms, whether that means traveling the world, starting a business, or pursuing your passions. This shift has created a more personalized version of the American dream. But it also means that traditional paths, like working one job for 40 years, no longer guarantee fulfillment. 2. The role of financial independence. Here's where financial independence comes into play. To live this modern dream, you need to create systems that work for you, whether that's through passive income streams, investments, or leveraging skills that allow you to work remotely. But how do you adapt to these changes without feeling overwhelmed? That's where actionable strategies come in. Point 4. Strategies for thriving in the new American dream. 1. Embrace lifelong learning. The days of relying solely on a degree are over. In a rapidly changing world, your ability to adapt is your greatest asset. Invest in learning high-demand skills, whether that's coding, digital marketing, or financial literacy. 2. Build multiple income streams. Relying on one source of income is risky. Side hustles and passive income streams aren't just trendy, they're necessary. Start small, but aim to diversify your income over time. 3. Prioritize your mental and physical health. No amount of success matters if you're burned out. Your energy and focus are your most valuable resources. Protect them by creating routines that support your well-being. And here's the final piece of the puzzle, the mindset shift you need to unlock your full potential. Point 5. The mindset shift you need to succeed. 1. Embrace change as opportunity. Change often feels uncomfortable, even terrifying. Why? Because it forces us to leave behind the familiar and venture into the unknown. But here's the truth. Every major leap in history, from technological revolutions to personal success stories, has come from embracing change. Think about it. If our grandparents had clung to the old ways of doing things, would they have achieved their version of the American dream? Probably not. And the same applies to us today. The shift in the American dream isn't the end, it's a beginning. Instead of focusing on what's slipping away, focus on the opportunities that are emerging. For instance, remote work wasn't even an option for many a decade ago. Today, it's giving people the freedom to design their lifestyles. The gig economy, while challenging, allows you to build skills, connections, and even businesses on your own terms. Let's take a moment here. Imagine if someone told you 10 years ago that you could make a living by streaming video games or selling digital art. You'd think they were crazy, right? But here we are. The world is changing faster than ever, and that's your invitation to adapt and grow. So the question isn't, will I survive this change? The question is, how can I use this change to thrive? 2. Focus on long-term thinking, not short-term wins. In a world of instant gratification, long-term thinking is your superpower. Social media and the 24-hour news cycle constantly bombard us with overnight success stories. But what they don't show is the years of consistent effort behind the scenes. Here's an uncomfortable truth. The biggest threat to achieving your version of the American dream isn't the economy or the changing job market. It's your own impatience. Building wealth, creating meaningful work, and achieving financial freedom take time. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see results the next day, but with enough care and patience, it grows into something strong and lasting. Quick question. If you could plant a tree today and it would grow $100 bills in 10 years, would you do it? Of course, you would. So why is it so hard to apply the same mindset to your financial or personal goals? Start small. Set goals that align with where you want to be in 5, 10, or even 20 years. Automate savings, invest consistently, and don't let fear of missing out drive impulsive decisions. Long-term thinking isn't about sacrifice, it's about strategy. It's about making deliberate choices now that your future self will thank you for. When you combine a willingness to embrace change with the discipline to think long-term, you unlock a mindset that's unstoppable. And this mindset? It's your greatest asset as the American dream evolves. The American dream isn't gone, it's just different. It's up to you to adapt, learn, and build a version of success that reflects your values and aspirations. And if you're ready to take your next step, watch my video on This Is Why Successful People Wake Up at 5 a.m. Are you missing out? It's packed with strategies to help you thrive in this rapidly changing world.